Welcome back. While the All Truck Drivers Forum and Allied South Africa has called for a nationwide shutdown today, it wants all foreign national drivers or truck drivers removed from the freight industry immediately. In addition to a salary increase, the movement wants workers without permits removed from trucks and all trucks registered in South Africa to be driven by South Africans. Motorists are reminded that several national and provincial routes are expected to be affected today. So to tell us more about this, the All Truck Drivers Forum and Allied South Africa Secretary General Sifiso Nyathi joins us for this conversation. Sifiso, thank you so much for your time this morning. Won't you just clarify for us exactly? I've read out a few demands, but to get it from the horse's mouth, so as to say, what do you want?
Good morning. Since 4 years, we took one issue for foreigners. That issue for foreigners about 4 years since 2018. Even now still is on, but it's not sorted out. Yes, Mr. Mbalula and Mr. Nyathi, they're doing well. We've got a task team for Mr. Mbalula. He's doing well. There is the employers association and one of the union and the TASA is there. Yes, in that task team, we try to adopt a new law. We got our recommendation. That law will prevent the foreigners in the trucking industry. And I think next week on Monday, there is a new law issue is coming from Labour. Mr. Nyathi will take to the public and then bring it to us as ATDF. And that law we can comment and put our comment and take it to our lawyer because we want 0% foreigners in trucking industry actually. That's the thing, we want 0%, not 1%, we want 0% foreigners in trucking industry because we believe this is a job, it's not a critical skill. This is a job for South African. It was before, but after 2010, we saw foreigners dominating. As we used to tell you, it's about 80% to their company only foreigners. Their company, you can never even see a South African from the gate. Is a security, is a foreigner. To the wash bay is a security, is a foreigner. Workshop is a foreigner. Control room is a foreigner. So all the trucks, maybe trucks got 200 trucks or 500 trucks is a foreign. So this is job belong to South African. As a law, it states when it comes to the Act of Employment in labor law, it states so you employ a foreigners only critical skill if you have a shortage of skill in South Africa. By lucky, is not shortage of skill of driving in South Africa. That law is working to all countries in SADC in the world, but was different in South Africa because we have a useless department, can we say, useless department, Home Affairs, some are corrupt, and including labor, no people going to do inspection. Yeah. We got the bargaining council, people who are sleeping there, not doing their job. So we want 0% foreigners in trucking industry. And we got 8 grievances we take to bargaining council tomorrow.
Is it also true that you want a 15% salary increase?
Yes, there was a negotiation last year on May to July, the negotiation of wages. We want 15% increase, and we want bargaining council mustn't register any foreigner in the bargaining council because bargaining council is a structure in trucking industry. So if the company bring their drivers there, they mustn't register any foreigner because there's no visa for driving actually. There's no permit for driving. There is no. We had some people say document. No, there is no document for driving. If you drive a truck in South Africa, you need a proper license and a PDP or dangerous goods to drive a truck. So we have all those things. So we want bargaining council mustn't register any foreign in the council, and we want this sector reverse only South African. We want 15% increase, and we want bargaining council mustn't sleep there because there are people there. Sleeping there, they're not doing their job. They're looking at a computer, they think it's a TV. So they must go to the company, and first the company must come to the bargaining council because if you are operator, your transport must fall under bargaining council because there are transport who are operating, they are not falling under bargaining council, which mean they won't meet a minimum wage and compliance. Yeah. That's a thing.
But so now you're going on a nationwide shutdown, right? So you'll talk a little bit about the nationwide shutdown. But what are employers saying? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, right, you do know that the reason why we do have the percentage of, as you say, foreign nationals that have been hired as truck drivers is because employers have allowed it to continue for such a period of time. Are the employers coming to the party to even meet the demands? Have they responded to the demands? What are they saying to the demands that you are making?
For the wages and for removing foreigners. You see, some they say that these people, they work 20 years. It's hard to remove them. You know why? What's the reason they had to remove the foreigners? Some they did a fake deduction, like they deduct the money for SARS, they deduct a provident fund, or they deduct a UIF. We found that those money is not going there. It's a money scheme for the company. They're buying trucks, they're buying their good cars. You understand? It's hard to remove those foreigners because if you remove foreigners, you have to pay what you are deducting to them. There are companies in the they will close down if SARS is not sleeping, is working 100%. You understand? That's a problem. They say this guy they worked for me 20 years. You know, there is a cheap labor. They're not complying. They're not under bargaining. They pay whatever they like. That's a problem. They have many stories. Some they said they got a document, they got a paper. I can tell you, as we used to tell you before, labor and the home affairs, they never issue any visa for driving. Employers, they took advantage of that thing of Zimbabwe's special permit. Remember, Zimbabwean people, they never flew South Africa because there was a shortage of speed of driving. They flew because of a problem in Zimbabwe. And then the employers, they took advantage of that Islam, you understand? So that thing, government, they gave them to identify the people in the country, not because they came here to work because of a crisis of a shortage of a certain skill, you understand? So it's hard to them. They have many stories.
Yeah. So if they've got the many stories, you're embarking on this nationwide shutdown. For how long are you protesting for? And when you're saying all protesting, how many of your members are actually participating in it? What does this mean for the country? How much are you guys going to be protesting, and how long are you going to be protesting for?
Okay, all our members and the drivers who feel the pain or they see what we are fighting for, especially our members. So all over the country, as now we live into Joburg, to our office there, we'll meet Joburg structures there, all over the country. We will be today, and tomorrow we're going to back in Council to save our memorandum there. After Mustanzo will sign it, the strike will be over. Maybe 10 o'clock tomorrow, or maybe 12 o'clock tomorrow, or maybe 12 o'clock tomorrow will be over. But it depends on Babu Mustanzo.
Yeah, I mean, but you're saying that maybe it will be over by 3 o'clock tomorrow, but unless your demands are met, right? So what would be an amicable solution? So let's say that now you're embarking on this strike. It is a call for a national shutdown. Your employers are saying, listen, let's sit at the negotiating table. If they come back and they say to you, we cannot get rid of all foreign nationals as truck drivers in our industry, what would be your response to that? And if they say to you, we cannot give you a full 15% increase that you're calling for, what happens then? What would be the happy middle ground?
Always we have a negotiation in employers. Okay, first of all, that 15% will depend. We'll negotiate. Maybe we can come to 12%, not less than 10%. You understand? We can agree on that. That thing, if they say can remove the foreigners, but that one, let me tell you, we'll fight before, we'll fight today, we'll fight tomorrow until 0%. So there are many drivers. If I can send a video to you, in one company, more than 500 drivers looking for a job in one company. So we want 0%. Nothing wrong to employ South African. What is wrong? What is wrong to employ South African? As I said to you, in the SADC, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, all over, those people, they enforce, they put their people first. So why in South Africa? What is hard for them? As I told you, some, they steal their money as they deduct SARS money while they're doing their own thing. Because we have the problem in South Africa, we have department people who are not doing their job, and the officials like SARS and labor and bargaining. If those authorities do their job proper, their company will close down, which is a fly by night. We will be happy because they are good companies. They are good companies, especially the members of RFA. They are good they are good members. They're good company. They are complying, which is really good for the country because we remain with a good company, proper company, not fly by night.
Sure. Just in terms of, and help me understand here, because I think the nationwide strike has got a huge impact, obviously, on the delivery of goods, services, in terms of what's going to be happening on the roads. What is the plan? Can you just take us through your plan in terms of exactly how you're seeing this protest action actually working so that everybody can know what's going to be happening today?
Trucks are not moving. Let's say the trucks not moving, which is they'll feel what we feel, the employers. They'll feel what we feel. The pain we feel, they will feel. They must feel what we feel. Because some that are arrogant to do the right thing. So as I said to you, go to Joburg, and tomorrow, Maritzburg, KZN people, KZN, our members will go to Maritzburg, Bargaining Council, and Joburg will go to Joburg. So after that, we sign, and if Musazo will sign our memorandum, and then from there, the strike will be over.
All right. Well, Sifiso, your point has been clearly made here on the television screen regarding exactly what your demands are and how you see being able to work within the sector of industry as well. We'll leave it there for now. Of course, that is Sifiso Nyathi there, who is Secretary General at the All Truck Drivers Forum and Allied Union, or so. So as to say, that is exactly what we can anticipate for today as they do embark on that nationwide shutdown.